Blake Lively is unwell. It's not funny anymore. I'm not trying to make a joke. I'm not trying to give you guys something to laugh at in the comments. This is my real life concerns about this woman. If you're looking for who hates being a wife, a mother, a woman, look no further than Blake Lively. How have you had 4 children? You cannot have a conversation with other parents without your brain distorting it, making it disgusting, making it nasty. Oh, I'm ill. F around and find out. Guys, hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. Welcome back. Can we just skip the intro? Because I don't know if you can tell from my face. I'm okay. See, you see how she's taking me out of character? I've quite literally lost all power. I cannot even form sentences because I'm disheveled. I'm quite literally confused. I don't even know where to begin or where to end this video at because there's so much to cover. I don't have the words. I don't have the words because Blake Lively, remember, you guys remember when me and Bachi were on here talking to you guys about how, she said no more mention of cast and crew genitalia, but originally it was no more mention, no more description of genitalia to BL. She was talking about Justin Baldoni's genitalia. And we were all like, what could she possibly be talking about? Then we found out in the depositions that they're talking about a circumcision of her son, Arlen, the boy, because she had 3 girls before him. Justin Baldoni, we know now, went to New York in December of 2022 to visit Blake Lively. I don't even know if we can call this a crash out or like, am I losing it? Because how could a grown hot take? It's not even a hot take. I'm just going to come out and say it, and I'm not even trying to be funny. I don't think the woman is fully developed. I don't think we're working with a woman who has a fully developed frontal lobe. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even joking. I don't believe all her neurons are firing at the rate they're supposed to. Her folate receptors, maybe something is not connecting where it's supposed to connect, because at no point in your lifetime as a 37-year-old mother of 4 could you have a conversation with a grown man, a married man with kids, about circumcision of your son, and you found a way to pervert that. I'm so sorry, but no, it's I'm trying to come back to baseline, you guys. Between the preposterous twisting and turning of events of this was bound to happen. I was bound to have a nervous breakdown, and today's the day. Because I've literally had conversations. I was just talking to my husband about this before I came on here. I've literally had conversations at dinner tables with 10 different grown women and men who are not even in my age group, who are older than me, younger than me, where we're talking about this exact same topic, circumcision, talking about children when they're born and circumcision and how those things go. And after I've left that conversation and come home, it's never crossed my mind again. I've never left. Now, it's not something I'm not saying is like a normal occurrence. We have it every single day. I've had 1 or 2 conversations about circumcision before, and I've left the dinner table, came home, and it was that was that. I've never thought about it again. Oh my God, was that a possible disgusting conversation that we had? Was that? I'm finding it. I'm trying to bring myself to center because what is this? So Page 6 put out this article this afternoon, well, yesterday, because you're seeing this tomorrow. Justin Baldoni told Blake Lively he was circumcised in oddly personal talk at NYC home. Oddly? I don't think so. A grown man and a grown woman talking about the grown woman being pregnant and circumcising her son. It's not odd. It's a conversation that grown people who have children tend to have. Justin Baldoni told Blake Lively he was circumcised during a personal conversation. Details of the conversation took place in Lively's New York City apartment back in December 2022 while she was still pregnant with her now 2-year-old son, Arlen, have come to light in an October deposition obtained by Page 6. It wasn't obtained by Page 6. It's on the docket. Anybody can get it. In what started as a professional conversation between the two as Baldoni was trying to convince her to play the role, let me stop you right there. She was going to do it. She needed this role more than this role needed her. He wasn't trying to convince her. They literally just went to meet, to talk, show her the script, feel out how everything was going to go. She was very, very pregnant, according to Justin. Let's just go in a deposition. She was very, very pregnant, according to Justin. They were on a couch. They were talking. The conversation quickly turned too close for comfort when he started talking about his genitalia. Are you shitting me? Are you actually shitting me? Baldoni recalled their discussion about whether or not Lively's son would be circumcised once born. Now, I guarantee you, Justin didn't go be like, hey, Blake, are you circumcising your son? Blake Lively would have brought that shit up because we know her and Ryan Reynolds literally talk like that, very crass, very freely, and that man thought he was safe. That's his fault. The Gossip Girl alum's attorney, Michael Gottlieb, asked in the court document filed December 4th, among other things, you discussed whether Miss Lively's baby would be circumcised, right? Let's just jump to the depositions and read for ourselves. Now, I'm going to bring you guys a video later with me and one of the girls, maybe Carol, Bocci, or Raven, reading this entire deposition. But for now, we're just going to look at this part that we need for the topic of this conversation. And is it fair to say you were hopeful that Miss Lively would reach an understanding and she would agree to play the role of Lily in the film? They're talking about Justin going to meet Blake while she was still pregnant. Before I asked, if you were a producer and you said no, you're an executive producer, is that correct? Yes. Okay. I was, but eventually I wasn't. You were for some period of time. Yes. Okay. In the first meeting, along with other topics, you and Miss Lively discussed families. Is that right? Yes. And at the time, Miss Lively was pregnant. Justin responds, very pregnant. Yes. She was soon to give birth. Yes. And that would not be the first time Miss Lively had children already, right? Very weird. Bizarre. Justin says yes, they were all over the apartment. And Miss Lively was pregnant with a boy. Is that right? Justin responds yes. And the two of you discuss certain things about Miss Lively's baby. Objection, unborn baby. Yes. Among other things, you discuss whether Miss Lively's baby would be circumcised, right? Objection, that was a conversation. Yes. And in the context of that conversation, did you at any point share with Miss Lively whether you were circumcised? He says yes. Did Miss Lively ask you whether you were circumcised? Directly, no. Again, if we're in a conversation and a topic comes up, I don't need your permission to have my input whichever way I choose to. If we're already talking about your son getting circumcised, I can bring up the fact that my son is circumcised. Hey, me too, even. I don't need your permission. We're grown people. Elsie, calm down. Find it. Find it. I'm coming back, guys. I'm finding it. I don't want to lose my cool. Who was present at the moment when you relayed to Miss Lively that you were circumcised? Relate to her. It's a fucking conversation. Get it together. There were people going all around. Mr. Reynolds was in and out of the conversation. She had, I think, 2 nannies. I felt like there were a housekeeper there. Her assistant was walking around. I think she had 2 assistants there. Her and I was sitting on the couch, but there was people all around. Have you ever told any other work colleagues at any point in time about your genitalia? What? Objection. He says, I don't talk about my genitalia, so no. Guys, you cannot make this up. I mean, if you could make this up, you're wild. So the fact that Blake can come up with this, yeah, the conclusion here is she's a wild woman. Prior to Miss Lively accepting the role of Lily Bloom, she received a copy of the script. Is that right? Yes. Then we jump. Objection. Guys, I don't even know what to say. A woman, a fully developed grown woman with not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 children, had a conversation with another grown man with 2 kids and a wife about circumcision of her unborn son. And 3 years later, that woman literally went on a docket and filed a lawsuit and somehow wiggled her way in the lawsuit. No more description of your genitalia to BL. Why are you bringing that up? When a conversation about the circumcision happened, you weren't even hired. You were not having a conversation with your boss. You were having a conversation with a man randomly. You later decided to join the project. How are you talking about the fact? It is my position that Blake Lively is not a fully developed adult, and I don't regret saying that. I truly don't believe she has all her ducks in a row. I truly don't believe all her Picasso tiles are aligned. I truly don't believe the woman is a fully developed adult. I'm sorry. She's proportionate size-wise. She's grown in the right way. But the thing between the ears, the mushy thing between the ears, at the very least, is a little scrambled. At the very least. At the very least, is scrambled. Just When I tell you guys I'm actually speechless, the words escape me as I sit here. Since we're already here with page 6, I don't want to make a second video talking about this article where they mention when Justin brings up the Taylor Swift line. So we're just going to cover it while we're here. But Justin Baldoni calls out Blake Lively for playing the victim on set. No. I don't want to make a second video talking about the Taylor Swift aspect of things. So we're just going to tackle that right here because I have to go read everything. Things keep dropping. As I'm making this video, things are dropping. Ding, 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 ding. I need to tackle that. So I'm going to have to bring this to you guys in bits and pieces. And it's actually probably safer for my voice because I'm still not back all the way. So this is putting a lot of strain on me. So Justin Baldoni calls out Blake Lively for playing the victim on set. It's Taylor Swift playbook. He does say that. So right here, Justin Baldoni called out Blake Lively for playing the victim on the set of It Ends With Us, calling it the Taylor Swift playbook. We're going to jump right back into the deposition because page 278, Gottlieb asked Justin, and the kind of person who could help get the message, the important message of your movie out, right? Objection, yes, I hope that would be a big part of it. They're talking about Blake being Lily or whatever, or Taylor Swift being part of it. So would you have disagreed in December of 2022 if somebody had said to you, Miss Lively has got a terrible, well-known reputation in the industry, nobody likes her? Objection, Justin says, nobody told me that. If Katie Case or Brianna Coslow had told you in December of 2022, would you have found that very surprising? Objection, I don't think I can speculate on that. Gottlieb, okay, on the previous page, 18853 at 1101, you say of Miss Lively, as read, she had the nuclear bomb. If she doesn't promote the movie, she can leak that I'm a bad person or that she felt unsafe with me and all that stuff she has on me. Then she's a victim. It's the Taylor Swift playbook. So she can ask for whatever she wants because she knows I know. Do you see that? I do. Did you mean that? Objection. Justin says, well, part of it. Gottlieb says all of it. I don't know. You had agreed to the conditions that Miss Lively asked for to return to set, right? Justin says yes. And upon the return to production, as far as production on the set went, things went pretty well, right? According to your, Justin got a little spicy here. According to your own complaint, everything went great. And then we jump. Look, you guys, I'll tell you this. We're going to have enough to talk about. I thought we were going to have enough to talk about with the regular motion for summary judgment from Justin's team. But now with this response and this, we're going to have a lot to talk about. And wow. I hope you guys will stick around. I hope you guys will come back every day. I'm probably going to have to start posting 2 times a day now just to keep up with all the exhibits because it's a lot. And I don't want to be long-winded and I don't want to keep you guys for 30 minutes per video. So I'm going to try to make everything digestible, bite-sized video so you can get it out there, very, very quickly. Guys, I'm sorry I kind of got out of character in this video, but I couldn't contain myself. But I don't blame Justin. I don't blame Justin for feeling like the Taylor Swift of it all makes it scary for him. And this man is not saying he's scared because he did anything to you. He's scared because he's a tiny little nobody in his, in the realm of the industry. And you have the backing of, like you said, dragons. What was he supposed to do? Not be scared for his life? Not be scared for his well-being and his job? There's going to be a lot more to talk about in the coming days, in the coming weeks. Guys, like I said, there's going to be a lot to cover. I hope you stick around for that. I hope you come back. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, hype. Those go a very, very long way. And I'll see you on the next one. Have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.